Why are we jealous? Although we know it's wrong and harmful to us, and in some unfortunate cases, harmful to others. Such was the case of brothers Cain and Abel. As the biblical story goes, Cain and Abel offer sacrifices to God, but Abel's offering is accepted and Cain's is not. This fuels jealousy in Cain's heart, and he begins to resent his brother. God reveals to Cain that his sacrifice was not pleasing because it was not high quality. Genesis chapter 4 verse 7 says, "If you do what is right, will you not be accepted?" God says. But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it. You see, Cain knew that he was required to do better with his sacrifice. But his desire was not that anymore. He did not reasonably pursue to improve. Instead, he became resentful of his brother. It's like the old saying, it's sad when you fail an exam, but worse when your best friend passes with flying colors. Cain's jealousy overcomes him, and he commits an act that is appalling to God and to the society, which is why he is removed from the community. Sacrifice must be founded on purpose and meaning. Abel was a shepherd, which was the uncommon job to do at the time. Cain, on the other hand, did what his father did. He worked the land. Abel's sacrifice came from a purpose to do what he was designed to do. Cain, on the other hand, he was surprised when his sacrifice was denied his valuation. He did all the right things, but his heart was not right. Abel, being a shepherd, was not a part of the crowd. He was an outsider probably, and had to sacrifice to a great measure to continue doing what he did. Cain, on the other hand, followed the crowd, and sacrifice from such a place is not much of a sacrifice really. So what do we find for ourselves in this story? There are so many levels to it. Let's just explore one. Sacrifice. What is it? Why was Abel's sacrifice better than Cain's? You see, Abel's sacrifice came from pursuing a path that was uncommon and challenged the status quo. His sacrifice was high quality because he did not pursue purpose for the end goals. His heart was right. God honors that. The divine honors that. Cain, on the other hand, lacked vision, courage, and a will to improve. He did what he thought would provide him God's favor. And when it didn't happen, he became resentful because he lusted for the recognition rather than the response to his calling. A person who lives purposefully is not jealous or does not play safe. Such a person is ambitious and courageous. His sacrifice is pure, which begets the resentment of others who don't have any purpose. Failure does not dismay such a person, but fuels passion. In these modern times, we often do what we think would please our seniors or provide us with comforts. How much of our lives do we spend doing what comes from the heart? Do we recognize or at least search for our gifts, our purpose, or what inclines us to unwavering action? Are we a Cain, a cog in the machine, following the crowd, jealous, resentful, blind to one's own failings? Or are we an Abel who runs against the crowd, pursues purpose, sacrifices honestly? Be an Abel. It shall fulfill your soul and please God's heart. And when you fail doing what you love, failure feels like a fortune of learning.